Life, the Universe and Everything by Douglas Adams. Chapter 8.
In space travel, you see, said Slightly Bartfast, as he fiddled with some instruments in the room of information and illusions. In space travel. He stopped and looked about him. The room of informational illusions was a welcome relief after the visual monstrosities of the central computational area. There was nothing in it. No information, no illusions, just themselves, white walls and a few small instruments which looked as if they were meant to plug into something which Slightly Bartfast couldn't find. "Yes?" urged Arthur. He had picked up Slightly Bartfast's sense of urgency, but he didn't know what to do with it.
"Yes, what?" said the old man.
"You were saying." Slightly Bartfast looked at him sharply.
"The numbers," he said, "are awful."
He resumed his search. Arthur nodded wisely to himself. After a while he realised this wasn't getting him anywhere and decided he would say, "What? After all."
"In space travel,"
repeated Slightly Bartfast,
"all the numbers are awful."
Arthur nodded again and looked around to Ford for help, but Ford was practising being sullen and getting quite good at it.
"I was only," said Slightly Bartfast with a sigh, "trying to save you the trouble of asking me why all the ship's computations are being done on a waiter's bill pad."
Arthur frowned. "Why," he said, "were all the ship's computations being done on a wait—" He stopped.
Slightly Bartfast said, "Because in space travel, all the numbers are awful."
He could tell that he wasn't getting his point across.
"Listen,"
he said.
"On a waiter's bill pad, numbers dance. You must have encountered the phenomenon."
"Well—"
"On a waiter's bill pad," said Slightly Bartfast, "reality and unreality collide on such a fundamental level that each becomes the other, and anything is possible within certain parameters."
"What parameters?"
"It's impossible to say," said Slightly Bartfast. "That's one of them. Strange but true. At least I think it's strange," he added, "and I'm assured that it's true."
At that moment he located the slot in the wall for which he had been searching and clicked the instrument he was holding into it.
"Do not be alarmed," he said,
and then suddenly he darted an alarmed look at himself and lunged back.
"It's—"
But they didn't hear what he said, because at that moment the ship winked out of existence around them, and a star battleship the size of a small Midlands industrial city plunged out of the sundered night towards them, star lasers ablaze. A nightmare storm of blistering light seared through the blackness and smacked a fair bit off the planet directly behind them. They gaped, pop-eyed, and were unable to scream.